Hi, I'm Brandy Donaghy, State Representative in the 44th Legislative District in beautiful Snohomish County. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about food insecurity. Food insecurity is an issue all across the country, not just in Washington, but it is very apparent here. We're number 34 in food insecurity, and that's not something that we should be proud of. It means that people don't have access to all of the resources they need to be able to enjoy healthy meals regularly. It means kids go to sleep hungry. It means parents sacrifice food that they may eat for their children to make sure that they're growing big and strong. It means that kids don't learn as well. It means that adults don't necessarily operate as well when they're working because they're hungry. And in Washington State, that shouldn't be the case. It's something that we absolutely have to fix before it gets worse. So some of the things that are happening right now, we're working on free lunches for kids in schools because we know they're going to learn a lot better if their bellies are full. Increasing benefits for SNAP. Also increasing access to food resources for college students because they often fall through the cracks. And working more to study the possibility of increased urban agriculture because growing takes space. I'm working on finding ways to incorporate more education in hydroponics into schools. There are some organizations that are in schools right now teaching kids how to use these large hydroponic systems. But they're really expensive, and it's not something that most people can afford to have in their homes. Recognizing that, I'd like to build on that education by creating the opportunity for people to be able to build their own systems that they can have in their house that have a relatively small footprint that will allow them to grow culturally relevant foods. Grow the foods that they eat, not the foods that people want to give away, and be able to have more control over what goes to their table. I mean, we know that it's cheaper to buy a hamburger than it is to buy a salad, and that's part of the problem that we're facing when it comes to food insecurity. It's really important to focus on things like calorie density if you only have a really limited amount of money. And unfortunately, that's often not some of the healthier options. I'm looking at legislative options that would help families be able to grow their own food. And I'm hoping that you all can give me some input. Have you done any kind of growing in your home? Have you been using hydroponics? Do you have a backyard garden? What works for you? What doesn't? And what would you like to learn more about? How can I here help you in district be able to be more resilient and build food sovereignty? I want to hear from you. Please let me know.